while late getting the phone out. Red and Blue just did a great job of taking all the cows right into the barn so I can set the gate and we can start spreading some shit again. Well, she got one load out in it.
I did, and I emptied it and I went to shut the PTO off for the beaters and just shutting it off heard a snap. It's not the master that I had apart.
You're missing something here.
This is the master that I had apart.
There it is.
That's the one I had apart yesterday. This one's
and that's a master link piece. It'd be that one with the clip on it, and that's not the one she had apart. She had the one with the counter keys apart. So hopefully that's all it is. It turns free. So I don't know. The only other thing would be, I mean, we turned it by hand and the clutch was fine earlier, but if for some reason the clutch is too tight, then that could break the chain too. But she's going to knock some of that off so I can go see about getting it fixed. There's my fix. The only 60 heavy master and the only 60 heavy half link I've got. And there's an issue. Idler goes there. I can get the bolt in with the idler above the chain. Barely. Chain's fiddle string tight. And if I put it below, can't tighten the chain. So I'm trying to figure out how to get in to open the top of that slot up. That's not fun. And there's the idler. Thought about looking for another one, but I know I don't have another one smaller than that. And yeah, I know, this chain's looser to loose. We got to kind of have it that way. Otherwise, it don't work too well. We've actually torn all that shit clear up before and had to redo it. Teflon roller keeps it all working. So that's how that is. But anyway, I can't find anything wrong other than, I guess that old master was ready to go. I don't know. Chain's fine. Except for the one full link I had to take off. It was broke inside. So, and I've only been at this for over an hour. Yay! Between trying to find the parts and trying to get it off. The clip that was on the old one. It ended up breaking before I got it off. Broke off each side of there. I couldn't get it off the pin. So I finally had to cut it off. I don't know, somewhere along the line. And I had rubber gloves on, but when I took my glove off, it was full of blood. So, yay! Makes my day better. Oh, anyway. And hey, on a positive here, yesterday I shared a video from a channel in Montana. One Hand Farming. He's, maybe he's Montana's version of Andy Detweiler, I don't know. He's a hell of a nice guy, missing one arm. They farm and run some Angus cattle. He's a big shot on TikTok. And his first video, I think he actually put on YouTube like 7 years ago, but his channel just hasn't gone anywhere. In my sharing his deal yesterday, I know that got him another 3 or 4 subscribers. He thanked me profusely. Hell of a nice guy. He's got his TikTok videos and his shorts that he puts on YouTube are funny. He's awesome. So hey, go check him out. And I know I don't do a lot of shout outs anymore. I should. But he's one that he asked me, how do I make it in YouTube? And I laughed. And I told him, well, I'm no biggie, but you know, I'll help him. So he's planning on doing more YouTube videos. I know he's been doing quite a few shorts. Of course, I don't get any notification of shorts, so I got to remember to look for him. But I see his videos on TikTok all the time, so I keep up with him there. But anyway, check him out. Give him some encouragement. I'm sure that'll help him. And I'm just thinking how to get in there. I really don't want to use the torch, but that might be what I do. Bad thing if I do is getting the crap off the back side because the bolt's got to fit in there, right? And that means I gotta dig it out, because God knows we still got the elephant in the room. Last I heard, Tom planned on, he figured the threads out. He was hoping to get it done this morning so I could get this thing out of here. And if I don't get it today, I ain't gonna get it till next week, because tomorrow, I don't really want to drive down to Eugene and back tomorrow, but I feel like shit. Doesn't help that Becky's nose dried out and bled, and she coughed up a bunch of crap with blood in it, so at 2:40 this morning, she took herself to the ER. She said, "No, I'll take myself. You stay and try to sleep." And I literally froze my ass off all night till she got home at about 5 o'clock, and then I finally got warmed up and went to sleep. So, God, I love this running on no sleep. I don't mind it if we're working, but man, when I'm sicker than shit, I hate it. And yes, I got the insulators on today, and I'm just comfortable, just barely. And Ty's like on her third load without this one. I gotta get this shit done. There was somebody else I was gonna, I remember who it was, because I was thinking of him. He was the first one to comment on my post for One Hand Farming. Son of Montezuma. He's a mobile mechanic down in Texas. He likes to show a lot of informative stuff. Quite a few short videos showing different tools and how he diagnoses stuff. So go check him out too. So he was the first one. He says, "Hey, I'm there. I'm subbed." Anyway, I get this son of a bitch done. I'll probably cough up a lung or two while I'm at it. That ain't pretty. If I can get behind it and knock the slag off, but that better be enough. Almost had to jumpstart my pickup to jumpstart the truck, but she's sitting there waiting for morning. And when I was backing in here, Becky was making sure I was in the right place here, and I'm looking in the mirror over the top of her head, and I watched one of those big bucks walk right here, like just about where the tall stuff is. And when I finally got her attention, I mean, it was, within 40 feet of her. Finally got her attention, a doe went by, and she saw the doe. Then she said the doe went back down, and now she's waving at me. So I gotta be quiet. Let's see how close we get. She says they're here. I don't see them. Says they're not very far over here. Probably clear down on the bottom by now. Wait, I see one. I see the doe. I don't know if you can see her or not. I see the white on her neck. She's walking away. Saw her tail flick. Buck's probably another 50 feet ahead of her. But there you go. Got to see that much. And she did get out with one. I think she's got both of them loaded. I tried that beater 3 or 4 times before I parked it there for her to load it, and it worked every time. Didn't break the chain, so hopefully it was just a fluke and old age and abuse. So anyway, these guys were all at the upper end looking out, watching that buck walk by, like, how come he's outside and we're stuck in the barn? Well, that's as good as that's going to be for now. If weather holds out, we're talking rain next week, but if it holds out long enough and these feeders get empty, we'll clean this, and there'll be another couple loads anyway, and try to start out in the cow barn. Told her to make sure she backed in far enough to leave room for the other. The other spreader's longer, of course. We've had them backed in side by side before. We cleaned out from this end one year, and this one happened to be right where the pile is left that we have here. This not even half a load, so I'm not going to load it up. And both spreaders went out clear full. So, but yeah, the battery was down on it. I had just enough room to sneak in there. And actually, if I remember right, I used the excavator and I backed it in there and got close enough to jumpers up. That was fun. But anyway, they can both enjoy being under roof for a few nights because, well, I know we're not going to get any cleaning done tomorrow. Ty's scraping the extra stuff off the other one right now. She is. There she is. Yeah, she'll get that scraped off and get parked, and then we can shut the lot up and start separating. And Becky's pointing to me the deer down there. She can't see them when they're 30 feet from her, trying to run her over.
I see them down there.
And I really have been surprised that they've been back out there. I see one. I don't think you can see it on the camera. Maybe. If I can get it to do it. Yeah. Dead center of the screen. It looks like a doe walking across there. And what looks like it might be another deer just to the right of her, that's just weeds. But we know that at least one of those two bucks is still out there. Becky just couldn't see. I think she had buck fever. Oh well. We just waiting for Ty, then we can separate, because we're going to separate them right here. We can let them through here one at a time, and the ones we don't want in here, we'll take the other direction, and they'll be ready to load up in the morning. And yeah, we'll put some hay in for them over there. Want them to weigh something tomorrow, right?